Sorry, we got lost.
It just got really quiet.
What's up, One command, everybody. Chris, go ahead.
Reunited and it feels so good.
Yeah, right.
All right.
We were just going through a bunch of behind-the-scenes footage because I was trying to cut some stuff together to show you guys this weekend. And Chris he was constantly singing and
Farting.
and the entire year. And, so it's kind of funny. The first thing he does on the panel is start singing "Reunited."
Yeah.
Right. I have about 200 hours of footage to show you guys if you want to see.
Yeah.
What song he kept singing? What was the song? Something about, yeah, I just called to say I love you. You're singing that for about 18 weeks.
Okay, so what are we doing? What's up? What are we doing?
How are you guys doing? How is everyone else?
Yeah, what's going on? React.
My name is Eduardo. I have a question for Jackie. In the Sentai, Brandon and Chris's characters in the first couple episodes, there was a lot of physical violence between them, and then when they transferred over to the Disney era, they toned it down. Obviously, I know that was for the kids, but if you were actually able to do some of that in SPD, do you think it would have been as successful as it was?
Well, I think, I hope that what we did was find the medium ground in between that, because there was a rivalry between them that I thought was pretty clear, even if they weren't punching each other out. It played out in the story rather than in physical fighting. And I think that's something for the audience to kind of, they still feel it. They still feel that there's animosity and a place to go that grows into friendship and respect. So hopefully the way that we did it out of the costumes was better.
I think we did it the best.
And of course it helps an upgrade actors to convey that. And I wish we had some, but we had this.
Hi, my name is John Hale, and I'm from California here. My question is, do you guys have anything from the set? Did you guys take anything home, like your suits or little trinkets or something?
I took my cadet suit.
Sweet.
Is it, are you allowed to say that now?
Sally's gonna find me.
There's a story out there that people know about my I don't know. And is anyone in the story what happened to me? No.
Yes.
Yeah. So I
Absconded.
I found a S.P.D. cadet jacket in my change room, and then I was like, wow, this must be a gift for me to take home. But I didn't know that it was a jacket that was being sent to Florida to do a photo shoot for the 50th anniversary. So it was misplaced, and I was like, oh, maybe they need this back, so someone might have it. But yeah, I didn't end up getting anything. No. Just friends, and now I call them my family.
I also took my morpher.
He's sneaky.
I took my morpher.
They don't pass.
I took my red SPD shirt, t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I took a couple of SPD shirts.
I took a whole bunch of stuff.
I have my yellow and black leather jacket.
Oh, see, now everybody else is messing up.
No, that was actually given to me. I actually asked if I could have it, and they said I could. Do you guys know what jacket it is? It's actually, I'm wearing it, and we're walking down the street. I don't know. You know what? I'll bring it tomorrow so you guys can see. Oh, okay. It says New Zealand inside the shirt.
Greg, what did you steal?
I took everything I could fit into an airplane.
Cargo
if I could have had the SPD Command Center, I would have taken it, but I definitely have pieces of it. Most of what I have is actually on display. You can check it out here over in our booth.
His favorite TV chair is like Kruger's command chair. His whole entire house is all his fingertip buttons.
What's up? Yeah, you can go.
Hello, I'm Chris from Texas, and I wanted to first say thank you for doing SPD. It's my favorite season. Thank you for inspiring us. And I just want to thank you for fighting for what you believe in. It was amazing. It turned out great. And my question is, what is the weirdest place any of you have been recognized since you've done the show?
The Tim Hortons in the Toronto subway station.
Cheesecake Factory. That was when I was working there. Oh, wow.
I was actually in somewhere in LA, walking out of a place where they serve beverages for adults. And one of the bouncers was like, "Hey man, are you Sky?" He was only twice my size and like twice my height. I'm like, no way, no one here at Power Rangers fan. He watched the show every day with his nephew and he recognized me from the TV. So
Did you get free drinks?
I was already leaving. And I did see a guy dressed in spandex in Mexico one time. That was kind of weird. I recognized him. I was like, wait a second, that guy's got my pajamas on.
Actually, the 7-Eleven that I used to work around the corner from. Well, listen, okay, look. No, my
Different cheesecake
Okay.
factory.
No, this is a different instance, okay? So I was working in the salon, right next door to the 7-Eleven, right? So I go to 7-Eleven every day, because everybody, right? 7-Elevens are awesome. And they have everything you need, pretty much. So the guy, I'd always go in there, and one day he came up to me and he was like, are you on Power Rangers? I was like, yeah. He's like, I knew it. He's like, me and my son were watching it last night, and I was like, I know her. And his son and his wife were like, no, you don't. What are you talking about? So I ended up bringing in an autograph, a signed autograph for him and everything, and then from there on out, like, I got so much free stuff, you guys. All the time. I just like, he was like king of his house now, and he was like, proved it, and I got a lot of free. So,
Thank you.
Thank you. Good question, bro.
Hi, I'm Michael from Los Angeles. I was wondering for Greg and Jackie, maybe Jackie, I'm not sure how the production process works. Greg, when you were reviewing Deca Ranger footage, trying to figure out sort of what plots might work for the show, what was it like when you ran into an episode and you were just like, oh, this is completely untranslatable? Did you ever have that experience, or like what?
Well, I mean, here was the thing. We started actually creating SPD before we got to see, we had only been given 2 episodes, right? The first 2. And Bruce basically came over to my house, sat on the couch and said, if you do anything you want to do with this season, what would you do? And so I basically just outlined what SPD was. I said, the whole cop thing's got to go. Like, this has to be like a moral thing for kids to understand that you have to like earn the right to be something. So I came up with the like A squad, B squad, like all that stuff, and we kind of stuck pretty hard to that as much as we can. If we got an episode that didn't make sense, we would just deconstruct it and fit it into our story. So that's why some of the stuff only has, like, there's a couple episodes in it. There's actually a few episodes that have no footage, right? And then some that has, because, in all honesty, as cool as the Japanese show is, there's some weird crap.
Don't you take baths in
yeah.
The Pink Ranger takes a bath. Like, her thinking mode, like, we had Bridget's thinking mode of standing on his head, but Pink Ranger, Deca Ranger's thing was taking a bath, and then her back scrubber was a communicator. It was super, super weird.
That would work.
So we kind of had this balance where it was like, I was new to it, and I was trying to make Star Wars, and then we had, Jackie and John. Where is he?
He's here.
Where is he? Is he hiding? What was that?
Ocean's Alert.
Is he Ocean's Alert? Is he afraid? Is he a question about Ocean's Alert? But you know, they had like all the hardcore old school rules, you know, and then so we would go in and be like between me going like, who cares? Let's mix it up, and I would go like, no. It's like, we'd find some middle ground that just kind of made SPD the different season that it is.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Vincent from New York. It's for all you guys. What was a favorite episode you guys did love for filming? Like favorite part of filming a certain episode, any episode?
SWAT.
Yeah,
SWAT was cool. Reflection.
when we're in the desert.
SWAT was when we were in the
With the cow shit?
Yeah, with the cow
That shit was
Actually, that was the first one.
Do you remember that? But like shooting the episode, I think, because we're like, you know, it felt like we were SWAT. Like it felt like we were the terrain we were filming on, like sand dunes to the jungle area.
the
and all
poo.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Remember that me like on her chin and with the camera and like aim at the fucking pile of cow shit?
Sand dune.
That shit was not fun.
Remember Brandon running up the sand dune, and they were like, how much of this do you need? I'm like, oh, we got what we need, but just keep, let them
Director, right? And she's got to let me run. We cut like 20 seconds. No, that shit was not my favorite.
What was your favorite?
I don't know, but not that one.
Reflections was cool when we filmed in that jail kind of army
Prison
base.
thing?
The prison.
Yeah.
It was like a base, right? Or some kind of base.
Yeah.
The only naval base.
Boom, I like Boom. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Kelson.
Kelsey's Wrinkles of Adventure.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yours, ladies, no?
Or Kelson. Kelson was like SPD cowboy.
Every single one of them.
Kelson.
The one where I wore the yellow jacket walking down the street.
Do you remember it, Allie?
No, but I thought you were going to say Diamond episode because you got dumped
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Yeah, we actually
Every day.
On all the days. And then we'd all ride to and from work together every morning.
Yeah.
Like we were in prison. So, like after spending like 12 hours with one another, we'd have to also like ride home and then see each other again in like 7 hours.
But that's why we're so close.
So that's, yeah, and hence why we're so close.
Now that another episode we were the same.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Just sing.
Singing? Yeah, that was. I'm such a good singer. I'm really not.
Her songs are
Yeah,
nice.
that was fun. You know, it's like got to be a singer for an episode, and it's not me in real life, so that was fun. Yeah.
I got to play evil for an episode. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, that was cool.
That is a lot of.
I think I like the episode where I got one day off. Which was,
Yeah. The one where we took a lot of naps.
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man.
Thank
Thank you.
Coffee delivery.
Oh, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Brandon Sutton.
My name is Ethan I'm from Gresham, Oregon, and I'm sorry, I'm really nervous right now. What were your guys' reactions when you found out your characters were going to be taking orders from a giant talking dog?
Awesome.
One of my favorite moments from the show is we had some technical malfunctions. That's not my favorite. We had some technical malfunctions with the Dougie Kruger head that I made. So when these guys first started filming, they had to kind of like look at a tennis ball or something. There was no Dougie Kruger. So the first day we shot with the working Dougie Kruger, he and Sky had like a little private, nose to nose. And they had never seen them working, so Chris, is rehearsing and everything, and then goes to actually do the scene, and we're rolling. And Dougie Kruger like turns and puts his hand right in his face and snarls, and Chris just lost his shit.
Didn't that head start on fire?
Yeah, he caught fire.
Yeah.
Not true. person was like 30 seconds away from death.
There's this whole thing in the world where America likes to do stuff differently. So we have like 110 power and New Zealand has 220 power. And we plugged a 110 head into a 220 socket with an actor inside it. So we're like filming and I'm like looking at the monitor and I'm like, whoa, why is there smoke coming out of here?
He's really angry.
The battery.
He's an actor.
It was just power going to like a battery pack and it just melted and set on fire. So. Oops.
And the head actually sat like John was a big guy, and the head sat like almost like 2 feet above his head.
I remember like the first week being like, this is ridiculous. Like, it was hard to like, remember it was hard to like look at him and be like, I would always laugh.
Well, he was also partially blind, so when he had to like move on his set and give commands, he'd be like, and we're trying and he's like,
We'd be like,
hard,
over here, over here.
over here.
The command center door. How many times did you walk into that door?
He'd be like, all right, I need you to go get commander. And I'm like, I'm over here. Yo, doggy, I'm over here.
But after a while, you just got used to it.
Yeah.
You know, he was just.
And John was good inside, like his arm motions and like his head.
Yeah.
He really had to like move his head to make the head
Yeah.
move. So it was good.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Hey guys, my name is Richie from New York. So I've been a fan of Power Rangers since I was 10 years old, Mighty Morphin first came out. And then when S.P.D. came out, I just thought it was such a refreshing take on the entire series. So I just want to know what's something that you guys thought that made it so different or better than all the previous seasons. Like for me, like the chemistry between you guys on set on the show was just like was awesome. Like it was so entertaining to see all of you doing your thing. So what's one thing that you thought was so different?
I've answered this before, and I don't know which one to go first, but I mean, I felt like when you answered this question before about having that moral of, having the like, you know, the morals of understanding you have to earn something. And I know the previous season was like Dino Thunder, and I auditioned for Dino Thunder and I watched it. It was cool, but I think, you know, like what Greg touched upon is that us being cadets and kids having that understanding of you have to earn something and work hard at something, and, you know, it doesn't just come, you know, like just by chance. It showed from us, you know, being in B Squad and you know, me and Jack having our quarrels, and I think even, you know, Z and Sid had a quarrel or two, and, you know, Bridge was just buttery. I think that was the whole, you know, like, earning something and you know, actually having that, like, responsibility to police, you know, the world that we lived in and whatnot, and learn to depend on each other at the same time, you know.
I'm not just saying this is great, this is at the table, but I loved the special effect makeup and stepping on the set. I honestly felt like I was in a feature film a lot of the time, just with the quality of the extras. They'd be in the chair for like 6 hours and it just looked so real. And I thought it just added so much depth and quality to the season.
And not to
toot my own horn with beat, but I think the season was well acted. Seriously, man, like all of us,
we trained every
like
day.
tried to make the show from an acting standpoint as, you know, as real as it can be for a kid show.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, and that was important to all of us.
Yeah.
You know, and so hopefully that translated.
Money.
What's something that you thought was different from the previous seasons of Time?
Can you repeat the question?
I love everybody else's answers. Honestly, the first thing I think about is just everybody coming up to me at the table, you know, just in the past couple hours saying that it was their favorite. So I don't know. I think it's obvious to us all that it was best.
Not to toot my own horn.
Can I rephrase the question?
Yeah.
For SPD, what's something that broke the stigma of it being a Power Ranger show for you? Like, oh, this is so cool. Like, this isn't what was it?
I think the characters were just real. I think there was a realness to us all that you know, it was built in on purpose, and I think people just kind of relate more to that. Like, it's not as hokey, and it's like something that you can really like sink your teeth into. So, yay!
Thank you very much.
There's actually probably like an actual technical list, and Jackie can probably get more in depth on this and what made it different than other seasons. But there's definitely a lot of things that you know, I had to fight for and get called weird names in meetings for, like stuff like Girl Red Ranger.
What if I appointed Sid as her name? I'm sorry.
Yeah, and no whip pants. Anyone?
No.
Koichi, if you talk to Koichi, he'll have words about that. But yeah, there was just a lot of like things that were like kind of staples of Power Rangers where I was like, let's just not do that and shake it up. And you know, some people loved it, some people didn't. Do you remember any specific things? I remember Jackie a lot of times being like, that's not how we do it.
Yeah, that was my job, was to be Power Rangers police.
You were as a
So, yeah, but I think as Greg said, we did reach a lot of compromise with staying true to the traditions that people liked, and I agree 100% that when Bruce and Greg came on, they freshened things up in a really great way, and they made the characters more believable. And like I said, it was amazing cast. So, yeah, I agree. I think we did strike a great balance that season, and that was the thing that made it not special.
And best vehicles ever.
Yes.
Okay, my name's S.P.D from Dallas. I was 6 when S.P.D premiered, so this is the reason I'm here. So, thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm a bit tall. So my question is, hopefully to get everybody in on this. What was it like from the point of when the scripts were written to the point where the actors saw the scripts and read through them to filming? You know, what was the kind of time frame between that, and any experiences that related to that?
I don't read scripts read me.
It was fast. It was super fast. Yeah, because we filmed 3 episodes in 9 days, right? It was like every 9 days. So 3 episodes every 9 days. We were just constantly filming.
And back to back. So
And
Friday would end the block, and then Monday would start a block.
Yeah, and a block would be 3 episodes. So it was just really fast, and we were just keep going.
And mind you, when we first got there, it was like 3 weeks of hardcore, intense karate training. So
I'm still doing physio on my knees. And it's really bad.
Really?
For real. From those 3 weeks.
Yeah, Disney paid for that shit.
I
I would just take ice baths and Tiger Balm.
Yeah, Tiger Balm.
And Tiger Balm, they only sold it in like a little chapstick container. So I had to buy a case of it. It was like, shit. I'm like, this is the biggest Tiger Balm you're gonna sell me? And I was like, walking around.
There wasn't a lot of changes though. Like what we got on our read-throughs, that's like what we shot. Basically.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of changes.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty linear process.
And once the chemistry grew, I think it was, you know, when we were reading scripts and stuff like that, as our characters grew, like the buttery, you know, the sky brown, whatever it was, like there were certain things that we were allowed to kind of expand the script with our characters.
Cool, man. Thank you.
Good question.
Thank you.
Rock on.
Just a small announcement, we have like 15 minutes left.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, hopefully this doesn't take 15 minutes, but my name is Matt. I'm from the Bay Area. I really enjoyed your series, and my little sister, she's 5, and she actually started her off with SPD right now. This question's for the ladies. I think your series was the first series where the females had a lot of individual episodes, whereas like the other series, the female characters were kind of like relied on. I thought it was really cool how Monica, like you, and you know, had your own stuff. You like, you know, you could fight, and then you also with the diamonds. I mean, it was hilarious, but it was also cool at the same time. So do people like come up to you and like say like, you know, like you're my role model or anything like that? Or how did you guys feel seeing other series and then seeing like you had this huge package to deliver on this series? Sorry if that was complicated.
No. Yeah, I think I get a lot of comments from the ladies, from the girls, you know, saying that we inspired them, and it's just really touching because I think both of our characters were really strong. We worked really hard to make them strong characters and good role models. So I'm glad. I mean, if I would have just been standing in the corner the whole time, I don't know if I really would have enjoyed doing it, you know, if we didn't have any meaty stuff to do. So we never felt like we were like, even though we were probably staggered behind the guys somewhat, we all felt like we were a team. Yeah, we were motorcycles. Yeah, we didn't get the cool cars or anything like that.
Jeep, what are you talking about?
Yeah, she got a Jeep, like.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's awesome.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, so, Mike Dent from Milwaukee. Understand I love the fact that I'm able to see you guys because I missed you at NeomaCon the first time around. This question is more for Greg and Jackie. I was kind of wondering that within adapting Deca Ranger, I was wondering if there were any plans at any point to bring elements in from the Deca Ranger movie.
I think I saw the movie. Yeah, we saw the movie, but we were so far into production. There's no, yeah.
So it was kind of like a
And
lapse.
like Greg said,
Yeah, we had our own agenda.
Yeah.
Like we had, because we added Grum to have because we didn't really like Broodwing as their main villain. Like he was basically just like a implementer for each story, but
Right.
didn't actually have an arc. So once we decided the clear path for Grum, like it was like riding a bull and holding onto the horn. All right, hold on to Grum's and when they threw weird stuff in there, we just tried to skirt around as much as possible. But I don't actually think I even ever saw them.
Okay. It was good
I want to see it
to
now.
Alright.
Thank you, man.
Alright, thanks.
Hi, my name is Stan. I'm from Colorado. I wanted to ask you guys about the Battleizer. How bulky was it? How much did it limit your movement?
The what?
The Battleizer.
I don't know, I worked out pretty, I did like 60 push-ups every morning. I had veggie bread.
We didn't do that. I hate the first
It came from Japan though, and those guys are experts at making things like light and super.
I think that's when we would go take a nap. Right? They bring up the Battleizer. Yeah. We go sleep on the set.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Luke. I'm also from Colorado. What was your favorite moment during the filming of the series?
Do you remember the rapping?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think rap because.
No, but like, do you remember when we rapped?
We get beers.
Do you remember
people
that?
get slapped.
That last
Getting slapped was cool.
we were all in.
Yeah, I think the last scene was special
Yeah.
because I think it was realizing how special it was and how close we got. Tell me more. The Morpher story.
Oh, well, that's my story. You can tell my story.
But it's my favorite moment.
Oh, okay, well then I guess we'll go with it.
My favorite moment is right in the beginning. We got all the props in from Japan, and they sent us the morphers, and we only had a few of them. So they give this big speech, and they're like, "This is your morpher. Do not lose the morpher." It was kind of like like Full Metal Jacket, you know.
Serious.
So they're like, "Don't lose this. When you're done with the scene, hand it back to the prop person. Super important, super expensive, blah, blah, blah." A couple hours later, Monica comes out of the bathroom, like, just white as a ghost. She's like, because the girls had their morphers, like, on their back. She's like, "I went to use the bathroom, and the morpher fell in right as I was flushing."
Because in New Zealand, the toilets are like super, like,
They're very strong.
vacuumous. There was no, like,
You're sitting on
it was like, and then it was just like, down. The toilet, like,
And so begun
Yeah, probably. Like, you don't get nice things anymore. Sorry.
Cool, man.
All right, my name is Mike. I'm from Pittsburgh. And my question is to everyone, what do you feel were similarities between your characters that you played in the show and characters that you played in other things?
What? Say it again?
Similarities between you and your character.
Your character and your characters you play in
other shows?
Oh, wait.
Oh, wow.
I don't think, well.
Oh, man. I mean, I'll say like Jack and the character I play now in Graceland, there's both like a reluctance to sort of like fit in and like kind of do his own thing. And I think those characters share that, which is interesting. Now you bring it up because I've never thought of that.
Like, I mean.
Well, for me, Steve was really serious a lot. Like she was always more serious. And I think that's probably the first character that I played that was always like that, you know.
Yeah.
Take care of business. Oh yeah, Jimmy was business. But you wrote both of them. Yeah. No.
Yeah, Sky was too serious. I mean, everything else was just laughing.
Yeah.
But I'm.
Cool, man. Thank you.
Good question.
Good luck.
Hi, my name's Yi. I'm from England. Just a quick question. Each of the Rangers have their own special genetic power thing. Which would you like to have within your everyday life?
Oh, walk through walls.
Although I think I only used that power in the first episode, right? Did I, right, Greg? Did I stop doing that?
That's it. We've had to have used it after. Most of the powers got cut back on.
Yeah.
And it was mostly a budget thing.
I multiplied a lot though.
You did multiply.
Yeah, you did all the time.
But like Sid barely ever turned his fist.
Mr. Diamond.
Yeah.
What did you
I
have?
had a pretty good force field.
Did you use that?
I used it once on her when we were doing diamond thing. So I guess it's also good for another just lock it up. But we did it as SWAT.
Yeah, SWAT.
Wow. Ladies, you know very
Three times?
Three times? See, right? Diamonds, SWAT.
It was the first one, the swap home, and then the last time I forgot what the last one was. Oh, no, the last one was when we met Jack. When you were fighting Jack the same time.
Yeah, and I think I only used mine one time in the market.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever used it again.
You were fighting Jack, and you used your force gun.
Jack.
And you were like, you should walk in, you're not the only one that has power.
Sam, yeah.
Oh, did I do that? Okay, there you go, twice.
There was a lot of things in the early episodes that we were trying to do, and then they were like, yeah, let's cut back. You guys remember like the cartoon comic book panels?
Yeah.
No, it's totally cool, but after like the first couple blocks, they were like, yeah, why don't you stop doing that?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
It was like all 7
We're not going to do that.
Thanks for the question.
Good question.
Yeah.
And this is our last question.
All right.
Hi, my name is Alan. I was wondering, how did you react when you had to first your best friend and you had to destroy him, Sky?
I said I wasn't going to cry today. It was tough. Again, great, great directing and writing from our show. But it was interesting to the whole bracelet thing and to see him come back and we were kind of rekindling our friendship and then to be betrayed by that. I mean, and to translate that to real life. I mean, like Brandon touched on earlier, we spent 12 hours a day together and we would get on each other's nerves. But I think once you get to a level of friendship with somebody in your life, if you look to your friend next to you, if you're traveling with somebody, or you got a best friend back home, I don't think there's any kind of fight really that if you're true friends you can't really overcome. So I mean, it was different, but you know, it was interesting. It made for a good episode, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much to the cast and crew of Power Rangers SPD.
Thank you.